Hi. I think we're okay. Somebody please let me know. Let me know if you can see me, hear me. Okay, good. So I'm gonna be crooked today. As you can see, I'm like all askew. But that is better than what happened last night. So Mercury, it went direct today. So everybody, wahoo for Mercury direct. It's still going to feel slow. We're still going to be in the shadow, but it's not effing retrograde, which was killing me. You're killing me last night. Hi, lovelies. I have 2 pop sockets on the back of my phone, which I am now using as a camera because everything else went last night. So until I get everything all fixed, which will hopefully be in a day or so, I'm going to be a little crooked. Sorry about that. We are doing questions. Hold off. Don't ask me questions yet because they'll get lost. This is how this is going to work. I wish, and I think I can now. Oh, goodness. If I had the other system up, then I could just like put the directions on the bottom like a ticker tape. Don't ask me questions yet. I have the list of who I asked for yesterday, but I really appreciate everybody that's like doubly in the comments today. A few of you didn't get a chance, and some of you did. Now, if you were there last night, and for whatever reason today is real small, and I get to that 90 minutes once I start answering questions, and you want to ask another question, go for it. That's fine with me. But we're going to be nice to each other and don't spam. That's my one big rule. Please don't write your question like 10 times, 3 times. If you write it once, I will get to you. I go in a row. I don't pick at random, and none of the moderators have any, oh, thank you. None of the moderators have any say over what question I answer or what order I answer them in. So we're just going to all be kind to each other, and yeah, please don't spam. I kind of think that's it. So we're really quiet right now. So if I get to, hi Flower Beauty, hi Annika, hi Juan and Maricela and Anya and Dolly and Renata. And I think I saw Dora here. I did. Hi Dora. I hope I'm not missing anybody. So I see 2 people that were here last night that got questions answered, but quite honestly, if we stay slow, because I'm like never on at this time, I'm happy to answer a second question. Obviously, if we get flooded and I'm just getting to everybody's first questions, then it'll be next time. Thank you for saying I look lovely. This is last night's hair. Don't we all like our hair better the second day? Like that whole, like, just wash my hair, can't do anything with it. Ain't that the truth? So I appreciate it though. Thank you. So let's start. And also because we're a little slower today. Hey, Lil John. I can probably it'll be a little difficult to wrangle. So I might look weird because I'll look like I'm looking away. But we can do some astrological questions. Maybe this is the trick. Everybody whisper. If I go on a Saturday afternoon, there's no one here. I know I'm the last. Every other YouTuber is like trying to get 1 million people in their lives. And I'll be so happy when it's like big, right? I just want to get to my 1,000 people. But I quite like this intimate setting as well. So, all right, let's start. I saw Anya ask a question. And I'm purposely doing this, Anya. I had you and other people in mind that either their schedules can't take it, or, hey, weirdo, or they're on the other side of the pond, so to speak, on the other hemisphere. So that's why I purposely wanted to do a question and answer in the afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to start writing down. What is Dolly sorry for? Dolly, if I answered the other people I didn't get to yesterday, I can still put you on a question list. That's fine. We look really quiet. We started out the room with like 40 people yesterday, so. Nope, this is a question and answers, Anya. So everybody's I just wanted to do a give back. Hi, TS. All right, so let me go back. Anya. Okay. I'm going to pin the message so everybody knows Anya, what is the best guidance for me to receive at this time? And I hope you guys watched the Progressed Moon series. We finally wrapped it up with still in the shadow, tripping on my words. Like I don't do that all the time. Let's not blame Mercury in retrograde for that. We finally got the 4th part up. Okay. So I got the Chariot for you, Anya, and the 3 of Swords. The Chariot is in reverse. And it's this Chariot. It's the snail one. Let me just see if I still have. Here's what we're going to do. The bonus is if you've already had a session, then I have your birth info. I can't take people's info and put everybody's info in on a live like this, but there we go. But if I have your info, I can also look at transits. Anya, just give me a yes or no. You're the July 4th, yes? Wake in the morning, I step outside and I'll take a deep breath, get real high and down. So I want to look and see what I'm feeling from this Chariot in reverse and the 3 of Swords is that possibly trying to push through. Okay. So guess what, everybody? The moon is conjunct Saturn as we all convene today. So responsibility, accountability of emotions, and making sure, you know, Saturn doesn't want to just be mean to your emotions. It really wants you to make sure you're like being responsible to your own processing. And that's what I was picking up. Like you're trying to rush out of processing, and if you do, it might lead to hurt later. That could be like, if it hits you later at an inconvenient time, it'll be the same thing to process, but it might feel more difficult, challenging. So I'm just taking a look at your chart right now on your transits, Anya. This could have something to do with family, because that Saturn moon, I mean, that's momentary. That's just for a couple of hours. But that's happening in your 4th house. It looks like you're going to have a fortuitous transit with your moon and Juno soon. And I think the message is for you to like make sure you stop and clear anything out of the way, because I don't see anything really nefarious in your transits right now. I mean, we all experience that full moon. But it's more like priming you, getting you ready. Also, your Venus is gonna hit your sun. It's starting to conjunct right now. So I just feel like that's all really pertinent right now for you. The Venus coming to hit your sun and Juno coming to hit your moon. So I hope that makes sense. So anything that, it sounds like I'm trying to make you like be sad if everything's okay, and I'm not, but I want you to really make sure that you've processed, like slow down and take some time with yourself over the next couple of days even, to make sure that you have processed. Because it feels like your guides, I'm not afraid. It feels like your guides are saying, if you don't slow down and stop and you don't want this to come up when everything is like, I'm accurate. Okay. But I mean, Venus on your sun and Juno on your moon, chef's kiss. That was not the chef's kiss thing. I don't know what I was doing. I never know what I'm doing. I'm a bit of a weirdo. So, okay. Let's see. After Anya. So I put that song on my Instagram. That's not channeled. I put that song from my Instagram reel to let people know we were here. And now it's stuck in my head. And I said, hey, Dolly, as soon as I get to the other people, I'm going to circle back to you. Flower Beauty. What should I do to get more success in my career? Let me take these guys for that. Okay. What are you doing I mean, I hate saying that, like, it's all social media. Are you? And I didn't forget about that class, but I was waiting for you all to tell me a different day besides a Sunday, because I literally won't have a Sunday free to do a class for a couple of weeks now. I don't want to hold it off that long. Obviously we don't have a great attendance here on a Saturday, so I'm thinking not a Saturday. But let me know another good day. You can put it on the comments of last night's live if you want to like duck out of here if you're interested in that. But like, what are you doing to promote, market? Because I have the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Swords in reverse, which means if you're asking, they're saying advocate for yourself, but be like busy doing it. Be like, so some of the things that you can incorporate is like ChatGPT, some kind of like scheduling service like Hootsuite, or what is the one I use? Metricool. Also, I'm hearing like Alignable, LinkedIn, those kind of things. Believe it or not, you don't have to be like an accountant, a teacher, or some kind of corporate world to benefit off of LinkedIn. But it doesn't matter. You could be a creative person, be on LinkedIn. But it's promotion. Now, when I did not feel good the last 2 weeks, I see a difference in my sessions. I see a difference in my social numbers. So try Alignable. But what you want to do is, I mean, if you go on TikTok too, there's a lot of, I just want to be like free help. Yeah, it doesn't, I'm in a creative profession, to some degree. And when I was in a creative profession, before I professionally started practicing my gifts. And so I use LinkedIn even when I was in my creative profession. Alignable is just like LinkedIn. You can look it up. But Metricool, Hootsuite is a way for you to schedule out. It'll tell you what times are busiest, what times, even when you join a YouTube channel, you should be you can join a YouTube channel, but if you're not taking advantage of all the analytics, if you're not following creators that are going to tell you when their metrics change, when their algorithms change, all of this. So they're just showing me like that you're really good at what you do, but this is advocate and be busier advocating. Like that to me is a super clear message. Yeah, and you know what though? That all of that is global, and social media for sure is global. Affiliate marketing too. Get people to do like videos with your product or whatever. A lot of creators will do that just for the exchange of the product. I am going to have a whole class on like all the tools people need, because this Aquarius and Pluto, we're seeing, even in corporate jobs, we're seeing people freelance, because that's just how we're heading as a society. So I just want to be support in that way. Yes, exactly. They're showing me that you're like extreme. I don't need to give you advice on what to do, how to do what you're doing. I couldn't. Like that part you've got down. It's not even like they're saying she should be doing something else. But it is the marketing. Check on TikTok. I'm going to put a class up this week. I might just do like Wednesday night. Yeah, this is advocating for yourself, 7 of Wands, and then the 4 of Swords is in reverse. So it's time, and it's time to get busy because this is rest. So when it's in reverse, it is they're asking you to advocate for yourself, which would be market for yourself more frequently. And it's social media nowadays. And you don't have to show your face, but we'll talk. I'm going to go into that more in my class, but also you can go on TikTok. You don't have to wait for me. You can go on TikTok. Oh, absolutely. If you haven't started your own brand, like branding yourself, getting a free Canva account, working on getting a brand, logos, all of that. Absolutely. And you can be, I don't know what your laws are there. But yeah, you should brand yourself and then look into your local, whether it is sole props and LLCs or trademarks or whatever it is. Just look at that stuff for you. I love somebody said Juan's polite. Juan is so sweet and welcoming, and he's got such a big heart. But one of the things I said, and I said it to my daughter, I think it was the end of last Friday, is that like the reason I love him is he's so kind and so lovely, but at the same time, I can make a Clockwork Orange joke and he'll finish it. Like, it's, you know, he's very, very sweet, with a little bit of spice. All right, so let's go back where we were. Okay, Flower Beauty, I just answered. Ba-ba-ba-da. Hi, Vanessa. Is Eric taking you seriously? Oof. I felt that. Is Eric taking Vanessa seriously? It's not moving, which makes me think like he's not making it enough of a priority to take it seriously or not. I don't know that he's putting as much effort into it as he should be. Let's draw cards and see what we get. Again, if you're already a client, if you had a session with me, even if you've had a 15-minute session with me, unless it was like 2 years ago and I don't have your info, I will have your info, especially if it's been in the last year. I do have a different computer for the last 14 months. But if you've had a session with me in the last 14 months, I have your info. I can also look stuff up astrologically, which is what I wanted to do last night. But one, it was too busy. I didn't think it would be that busy. And it was just a hot mess of technology as Mercury retrograde went on its way out. Should I make that my little advertisement? Okay. Okay. Oof. So there's an out of balance energy is what they're showing me. I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. For him, I got the Emperor. And for you, I got the Fool. But the Truth card came out. I don't know that you're getting full truth from him, Vanessa. And the thing is like all I can feel is that like, you're all that and a bag of chips is literally the phrase they gave me. In other words, like, he should be almost grateful for your attention for so many reasons. It's not even like what you look like in a package. You're genuinely a good person, and have a lot to offer in a relationship, and you're patient, not with everyone, but if you're invested, you're patient. And I don't mean that you're impatient with everyone else. I just mean that like once you're invested, you can be really patient with somebody. He might work out of ego more than he should. And he doesn't think he's wrong for that. Like, it's almost like I'm feeling like he doesn't feel like he owes you more communication than he actually does. But there's not, I don't know that you're getting a whole bunch of truth. The long distance might be hiding. He might be his preference. But Vanessa, they're showing me that like, you kind of could have anyone you want. That like, I try not to make it a habit of like gassing people up too much, but they're showing me that like, it's almost like you've marked him like an animal. I don't mean that you're an animal, just go with it. You've marked him, and so now you're caring for him almost in feelings and being patient, where I feel like I'm not sure that he deserves that 100% without like slandering him from the cards. And while I understand that can be fun to do and people do that, like, you know, tarot slander, I don't know that that's helpful to you. But truly, they're showing me that like to give you compliments and flowers and things like that may feel like you're being appreciated, but it's the follow through he lacks. And right now in his life, I don't think he thinks there's anything wrong with that. So I would say that's a no. He's not taking you seriously, but he's not taking much of anything. He doesn't feel like he has to. I kind of want to donkey punch him in the Adam's apple after what the vibe I got. That's just my protective Aries moon and Cancer sun and Cancer Mars. That's out of bounds. I wish I could say something different. Okay, Maricela. One of my favorite class clowns. Because as I will say all day, Cancers are also great at being wise asses. I stand guilty. Also, love. Love that for us. Okay. Let's do... Dun, 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 dun. Let's go to bed. Dun, 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 dun. Why do I hear that song from the early 80s? Dun, 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 dun. Let's go to bed. Why am I hearing that for you, Maricela? It's like along the lines too of like Thompson Twins or Madness. Was it Madness that sang Our House? Our house in the middle of the street. That one. It's showing me that. Okay. Well, you've got an internet stalker. I mean, who wouldn't want to stalk you, right? Chance for promotion, but You have to leave. Six of Swords with the promotion card. So you would have to leave where you're at or your position. I believe that we spoke about this. That's funny. But also you have a little bit of a stalker on the internet. Let's get more about that. Let's find out more about your stalker. Was Madhouse? The Cure. Let's go to bed. Thank you. Why am I hearing The Cure? Is The Cure to go to bed? With whom? Okay. Who's stalking you? Who's talking to you? Who's stalking you while singing the song? Let's go to bed thinking about you. It's a very singy day. I have to go look at my transits. I did not this morning. I'm so happy to find little Miss Sadie on my bed, which she hasn't since she got sick. And I was worried we wouldn't get back there because all her trauma, and then she had to have more trauma and go to the emergency vet. But she was on my bed this morning, and all my other routines went out the window. I was so happy. Okay. This is somebody who's nervous about you. Okay, did they have a crush? You either make them nervous or they're nervous about you. I don't think they believe you're single. Yeah, they're a little insecure and a little nervous. Annika, I may not have skipped your question. It's probably that it's coming in a different order for me. That happens all the time, but I promise I will get to it. Let me double check. Where is, what do we have here? Nope. Sorry guys, hold on. Dang it. Where's my handy dandy reference? I did not need that. What the heck? Sorry, hold on. That's gonna make me crazy. Hold on. But. This is gonna make me crazy. I want to say it's Mars in Leo, but it might be Mars in Aries. I don't think so though. I think it's Mars in Leo. The Eight of Wands. So you might have some Leo energy going on here. Driving me crazy. And I have my book that I'm going to use to teach class. Sorry, everyone. I have my book that's going to, hey, Adva. Hi, I'm Ringo. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, Denise. Hi, Moanne. Oh, we have, oh, I'm looking at, leave it to me. There we go. I have my book with everything, what's yes, no, all the astrological correlations, and it is MIA. I don't see it anywhere. There's somebody with Leo energy going on. They're a little insecure about it. They're convinced you're having conversation with somebody else, or they're convinced there's something going on. This may be somebody who wants to ask you out, but is really worried about like changing the whole dynamic. But they're looking for another possible person before they apply for the job. Let's see. Is this like a scary... Is this like a creepy person, or is this just, let's see, is this person creepy? No. Okay, they're not a creepy stalker. Is this person for Maricela, is this somebody with a lot of pride? Yes. Is it somebody with a J? Is this somebody with a J? Yes. There you go. But not only that, but more importantly than your stalker, there's promotion available here, but you're going to have to leave where you're at. Okay. Let me go back and look for... Okay. Here we go. Annika, what is the deal with the Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgos, guys? Okay, Annika, do you mean in general what's going on with men with those signs, or do you mean the Aries, the Sagittarius, and the Virgo gentlemen that are in your life? Just so we're clear, because that's two different conversations. Okay. You're welcome, Maricela. I hope that was helpful and it made sense. No specific, okay. So, it's funny because Aries men that have a ton of Pisces, like early Aries, okay, you're saying not specific guys, the ones in your life. Okay, let's... give me a... Okay. One. Okay, so very interesting. So I want to look at the Aries. I got the 8 of Cups for. The Sagittarius, I got It's Time for. And the Virgo, I got the 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so let me explain this. And then there's a Tower card that also came out with this. The Virgo has some stuff that they're trying to stay busy ignoring about themselves. They're trying to avoid some kind of what they feel like is going to be a crash, whether that's financial, home stability, something. They're all about distraction right now. And so I'm not loving that person. I'm going to draw another card for the Sagittarius, which would, let's be honest, be trining some of your placements. The I love you more. That doesn't mean that every Sagittarius is going to feel like that, especially because you have a lot of pragmatic placements too, that may not, but they could also. So, you know, a Sagittarius, you have that 8th house sun, and so that's going to give you a little bit more of a pragmatic Leo flavor to your sun. And somebody who has Sagittarius can also have Scorpio and also can have Capricorn. So, Virgo with the, I know, like, sign me up, right? But he was upside down. We don't like that. So this is it's time. Oh, I know the Sag. Okay. Sagittarius guy. Okay. Listen, that one I have it's time for, and I have a walk away card for the Aries. And this card I love. I want everybody to see that. We have the swans in 2, the dragonflies in 2, there's butterflies in 2. She's a ladybug. There's something else in 2. Hold on. Little birds in 2. And she's going off into, I don't want to say isolation, but she's going off into some place to discover her other true pair. And she's, you know, she's got some years on her, that ladybug. But it's not worth staying with something that's not your true pair. So, that Aries, but I have a yes for the Sagittarius. Let's pull another card about that. Hey, Jacqueline. If I missed anybody that's joined, I apologize. Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody who's, you know, having anxiety. I feel somebody who, like, looks good on the surface, but a little anxiety ridden. It's not their style to look like discombobulated, but they were inside, but they're moving out of that. So if they were a bit of a mess before, I would think that they, yeah. It might frustrate you a little bit. I have the Page of Cups in reverse. They may be tiptoeing around you a little bit, or they may be too much. They're going to be like one or the other, or possibly a combination that might, like, you know, say what you need to say, kind of thing. If that's what we got. Okay, now let's go back up. Chipapa-doo. Hi, Gibbs. Oh, you're so welcome, Renata. You guys are all so nice. Eli, are you still here? Eli and Dora, are you guys? Well, yeah, but it looks like he's got that a little bit of him. That's gotten humbled since the last time you saw him, I think, Annika. But you know how I feel about that synastry, girl. That's so nice. You know, but listen, something too easy that didn't challenge you a little bit? Okay. All right, I don't know if Eli is still here. I'm going to take Dora's question next then. But if anybody sees Eli pop in, if you could just tell him he'll be next. Ba-ba-doo. Very singy day. Very singy day. Okay. Dora. What positive changes will bring to the table my new job? Do you mean what you need to do to be more positive to like bring in a new job? Or do you mean what positive things will your new job bring in? Hello, Mel Artista. Okay, while I'm waiting for clarification for Dora, I'm going to answer Eli. Okay, we got this. My Gemini Mercury makes me able to be a whirling dervish. Okay, so we're connect to, I love your question, Eli. Should you pursue law? God knows we need it. So Dora, just clarify, do you mean what you need to do to bring a new job in, or what will this new job bring? I don't want to spend 5 minutes and that's not what I meant. Yeah. Eli, dude, the cards I got for you, Temperance. So being good at correcting a situation which needs overcorrecting. That makes you ripe for diplomacy. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Being integral with your word, not being passive aggressive, and knowing that that is needed. Somebody who's going to be a steady. And look at that card. They couldn't have screamed yes at you more, Eli. And keep us updated. Keep us updated, because that's brilliant. And I, for one, am grateful. If you do that, I will be so grateful for your service. Because we need good people in that position. Okay. Yes, I will work with your SP, your partner. Okay. I'm assuming you mean partner. Okay. What good things are going to get brought to the table? I get a really good feeling. Like, I don't know if you just saw my little thing, Dora, but I really kind of like this. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, a deeper understanding. I don't know that it gets better than that. We got the Star card. I don't know that it gets better than it, Dora. All right, Eli, go, Eli, go. Okay. We got the moon and the star card. So this is going to foster a deeper relationship. The advice card, though, like what to be wary of. Dora, is that that Seven of Wands in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse is to make sure your ideas get heard and make sure you advocate for your part at work. I'm almost getting a feeling like, oof, like you don't want to be seen like you're coming in and being pushy or using like nepotism or, but Dora, this is really like you have brilliant contributions and it's really important that you make sure that that gets represented and said. Okay. Let's go back. That makes my heart sing, Eli. Good. I'm looking for the next question. I see that I have questions. I'm just trying to make sure I go in a row. I think Anne asked about, yeah, can I share something from your guides or something that you should be aware of? I certainly can. Gibbs, I want to pull one of these for you. If you were here last night and you got a question, you're on a list of 3. So if I get through the other people that were not here last night, especially the ones that I recognize are on a completely different hemisphere, and last night is unreasonable for them to be up that late, or in the middle of the night. I'm just gonna make sure I answer them first. Okay. Beauty and healing is what I got for you. I wanted these Oracle. I'm going to pull 2 tarot. But I'm going to check. The other thing is if you've done sessions with me and I have your info, then I also can check that for like further clarification. So I just want to get, here we go. Looking at your transits. I mean, I know you've been doing the healing. You know what's interesting? You just had Venus opposing your moon, Gibbs. The Saturn return has passed. Your second Saturn return is done. It's far enough in, I think when we spoke I want to say like a month ago, it was still hovering. That's what you're healing, is that second Saturn return. And I know you did a lot of work. We did a lot of work around that. You also just had a Jupiter return. I would say with the Venus aspects and with the Jupiter return, this beauty card is after you go through what you have to heal and take accountability for just what you have to take accountability, whether it's what you allow other people or how you used to see yourself that you don't need to anymore, then there comes forgiveness and like feeling beautiful again, feeling worthy again. And I think in the midst of the healing part, which can be hard, this is just your guides wanting to remind you, like, you're having a Jupiter return. You're having a beautiful Venus moon aspect. And so make sure that you are giving yourself credit and reminding yourself every day that you are a beautiful, very lovable human. You know, to breathe it in and just sit with it, which I know it's hard to sit with things, but just sit with that. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for my next question. All right, Alien is hit me up transit style. I'm assuming you want me to look at your transits for a minute. Okay. We're going to look at Alien's transits. Oh, God, I love my community. May 11th, right? Oh, you just had a birthday. Let me just double check that. You're May 11th? Hi, Jody. You can ask a question. If I've done a session with you, I can also access your birth info and look at transits or something. But if I'm not taking new birth info for people that I don't already have. I can do that another day, but that would have to be a day I gave Lee the day off. So that would have to be a day when I have a second set of hands right next to me. And using a separate camera, all kinds of stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit you up then in your transits. So. All right. Let's see what you have going on. I wish I could do like Zoom live. If anyone knows how to do that, that would be the most amazing thing, because then I could like, you know, share the chart like I do in a session. So happy birthday to our resident alien. I love it. Happy birthday. Just 2 days ago. Okay, so you just had a Venus return, which you have every year. That was a couple of days ago. Mercury is applying to your North Node right now. And, oh, tomorrow Mercury comes out of retrograde. Why am I saying it's today? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 14th. I keep thinking today is the 14th. Tomorrow's the 14th. Tomorrow's Mother's Day here in the U.S. I still want to know if you guys celebrate that. You probably celebrate your moms every day because culturally, of course you do, if you're not in the U.S. But today is the 13th. So as of tomorrow, Mercury will be out of retrograde and sitting direct at that 6 degrees on your North Node in Taurus. It's also happening in the 6th house. That's a really beautiful aspect, Alien, because, sorry, not Mercury, Jupiter. Am I looking at the right date? Yeah. So Jupiter is at 6 degrees. Why does this all feel wrong? Because it was. I'm not wrong. Mercury is in retrograde at 5 degrees. Your North Node is at 6 degrees. Tomorrow, not next month. Gosh, I can't wait till Mercury is out of retrograde. I probably lost half the room. Tomorrow, it will come out of retrograde, and later tomorrow. And you will have a beautiful Mercury conjunct your North Node. And the reason in the 6th house, and the reason that is really great for you is it is some kind of communication that brings you closer to what you hold dear. I know that you're already on your mission. That self-mastery, that like delving into stability through knowing yourself. And I know that you're already there. But tomorrow I would expect probably pretty deep communication around that. It's also currently conjunct the transiting North Node, which is extra beautiful. And it's loosely conjunct that Jupiter. So over the next day or so, you're going to have a sandwich of Mercury, North Node, and Jupiter transiting, sitting on your North Node. I would take full advantage of this. Like, if there is something that you wanted to do, Alien, if there was something that you wanted to do, I know you pretty well, so I know, like, something magical, something having to do that's esoteric in any way. Tomorrow could actually bring you lots of stability and like luck, even, yeah, even break you out of something if you felt stuck in anything or bored. Yeah, it's not your natal Mercury. Transiting Mercury, especially tomorrow, will be and you know that could be your wife. You could be talking to, I know that you have communication, but your wife that passed, but tomorrow's big for you. And so is Monday with that. I mean, you have Jupiter, North Node, and Mercury, when it's direct, all conjunct your natal North Node in that 6th house. It's really, really beautiful. Huge. Yeah. So I hit you up in your transits, and it was a good one. Okay, let's all right, so I'm gonna take Dolly's question really quick because she's been waiting patiently. What he's lying about, is he involved? Let's just ask for Dolly. Is he involved with another woman? Is Dolly's person of interest involved? Okay. Is he emotionally or verbally entangled with another woman? Yes. Is he physically entangled with another woman? It's not moving. For is he physically, is anything physically happened? Is he verbally and emotionally entangled with, is there? Yes. Unfortunately, is what I got. I don't feel like it's gone physical yet. This is why I said I feel like he can't. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want it to be happening. I don't know if it found him instead of, and so now he just doesn't. I feel like he doesn't want to hurt you, so he's not. He's just being weird and not being a little selfish and enjoying the attention from both. Okay. Jazzy, I have you on the reserve list. So I'll do another 10 and then it'll be your turn. Hi, Jody. Can you ask a question? Sure. What gifts, new or should you be leaning into? Okay. You hear, Jody? Okay. Yeah, do let us know, Alien, or you can email me. TS, if you didn't ask a question, please feel free to ask a question. Hi, Shauna. Hi, LaTanya. Jazzy, you're on a list. I have to answer people that did not get their questions answered last night. But when I answer like another 10 questions, so if you post it now, it's gonna get lost, babe. Okay, Jody. Let's... all of a sudden, all of my jaw and around my chin, my mouth, everything is tingling, Jody. I want another deck. There's another deck I'm looking for, too. There it is. I don't know if you're supposed to prophesize. I got a new earth and the breath of the cosmos. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Here they are. But hi, Tamara. Empath, highly sensitive, connect. So there's a clairsentient. Oh, thank you so much, TS, for just being so supportive. Does anyone have problems, Jody, with like it's like their jaw or speech impediments? There's my entire, like, my mandible, all of this is just all of a sudden tingling. Not just my lips though, it's my whole jaw. And I'm curious if you know why that might be happening. Okay, okay. Well, that makes sense. Answer the call and how can you mother yourself? Listen, yeah, so in here, that's going to be a release. So your lymph nodes are like right under your collarbone. There's like 2 little divots, but it also is back here right behind the jaw, and it drains down this way into our one lymph spot under our arms, actually in our like GI Joe lines, and kind of like behind to the side of the knee. Is another spot. I don't know why I'm feeling like lymph drainage. If you can find a massage therapist, and you're going to want to, probably not going to find that. As much as I love like a Hand and Stone or any one of those corporation chain massage, you're probably not going to find that. You're meant to speak, my love. Jody, my love, you're meant to trust yourself and speak what you hear, what you feel, all of that. However, there's something you may not have let go. I'm going to tell you to watch the childhood trauma walkthrough, like the healing walkthrough. It's right on my page. It's literally in the signature on my email. There's some fear of speaking up that's connected. Even acupuncture, but both of those are really expensive. I would manifest to see if you could exchange. I feel like somewhere along your path, somebody taught you that what you had to say wasn't that important. And so I almost feel like my jaw wants to like shut down. And obviously with the amount of talking I do, I don't often feel that way. I want you to like let go. I want you to do some of whatever the fear is behind what you say. I also feel like you worry that will that be harmful to somebody instead of helpful to somebody. This weighs big on you and gives you anxiety, and almost the fear part of ego, the shame part of ego wants to like lock your jaw so you can't say anything wrong at all. I mean, your guides are full force, honey, because that's, I mean, I'm getting a lot. Physically and clear cognizantly getting a lot for you. So, it's going to take a little bit of time, but look, again, TikTok is a great resource. Look into how to work your lymphatic drainage too. So that's not like, right. I do that all the time just because I have inflammatory conditions. But if that's feasible, if you can go see like an acupuncturist, but do one that literally is looking to let you release in a safe space during that healing. You have so much knowledge to pass on. You have so much you're supposed to speak, and what you have to say is actually really, really important. Like, they're showing me that you're favored, but you're not answering the call. All right. But you will. You will. I have absolute faith that you will. And when you do this, and when you sit here in front of other people, whether that's on a one-to-one or whether that's in a bigger platform like this or a really big platform, you have to let go of being wrong, because we're supposed to be conduits. It can't be about our ego or our fear or our shame running the show. We have to let go and be okay to be wrong sometimes. Okay. Okay, so let's go. It's funny, Gibson, I wrote where you say Gibson's here, and immediately I heard, and we're in a jam. 1, 2, 3, push it. Good. Okay. Okay, Mother's Day in Sweden is May 28th. It's always the last Sunday in May. Very interesting. It's always the second Sunday here. Hello, Latanya. Okay, let's look at... All right, Latanya, did you have any questions? All right, I'm going to answer Juan's question because he never answers anything. He never asks anything. If you somehow move into another same boss, totally different. You know, that's what Liam wants to do. My little one, that's his birthday on Monday. Obsessed. I mean, when he was 3, he was in a special ed, and he could say dinosaur names, which were so difficult before he could speak full sentences because he had surgeries and all kinds of stuff. And by the time he was 5, he would correct adults, very smart adults, about paleontology related things. We just went to a dino convention. Seriously. So what am I getting for that? Will you be moved into another? Will Juan be moved into another position? I'm getting a yes. I love my steam for some reason. I feel like these are very Capricornian cards. And so I often grab them when somebody asks a work-related, more serious question. Gosh, I hope nobody eats your sandwich at work, Juan. Can we? There's a cat fight. Out front. I feel like we're like the cat wranglers of the neighborhood. The Emperor card. So I'm going to say yes. For sure. For sure, Juan. I got a yes with the pendulum and then the Emperor card in my serious deck. We're not messing around deck. I feel like one night we like have to have some kind of like something for Juan where we just I feel like you should appease these people in your safari outfit. Let's see. All right. Jazzy D, I'm going to answer your question, and then if there's time. Excellent, Latanya. All right. I'm going to answer Jazzy D. If there's anyone that I missed somehow, some way, or like the comment, please speak now or forever hold your peas. Lee went out to referee. Okay, Mel. I will get yours right after Jazzy. I have to... Jazzy D, let me find your question again. Okay. Person is a person I networked with last week. Someone who will somehow help me get a higher position at work within the next year or so. Mel Artista, I'll tell you, you really want to try to avoid buying between July 18th and at least September 4th. If you can buy before July 18th, I'll double check the answer. But I'm just saying, even if it's this summer, that should not include July 18th. It's not a great... I almost bought land the last time Venus was in retrograde, and Connie Joe was like, I cannot allow you to do that. You should not do that. Like, there's no exception. Don't do it. And she was right, and that land was... So things will look better than they are, especially when that Venus is in Leo. Okay, so... Wish fulfillment... Not having to walk away from something resurrected. Okay, I gotta tell you, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So these are both wish fulfillment. And then I have Eight of Cups in reverse and Death in reverse, Jazzy D. And those are all giving the same vibe. So this may actually resurrect a position that you had wanted at another point that you thought that ship had sailed. And I feel like that's familiar to our sessions, but wish fulfillment, and something being that you thought was done is not. Very clear. Like they doubled down on the messages just to make sure that those were not interpreted any other way. And I love when the guides do that with tarot. Okay, Buddha do da 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 da. Maricela and Maricela. Mel Artista, will you need to rent first, or will you be able to buy this summer? Let's see. Is she okay?
She's okay, but she wouldn't come back in. She went the opposite direction as the other cat.
She might be at the back door.
No,
We have a cat that just barely allows us to feed and house her. That we rescued. I think she was like, did I look like I needed rescuing? She's also like the size of my fist. But then I'll look outside and she's like at the top of a tree, living her best life. But then these cats who are like twice her size come on our property and fight with her. And she just knows that we're going to come out and defend her, protect her. As soon as one of us come out with our voice, the other cats run away. So now I'm starting to think that like she starts shit because she's like, go ahead, start with me because my humans will come out. Very, very interesting. Will Mel Artista be able to buy this summer? Yes. But also you might Hi Kate, I'll get that for you. It's showing me the 7 of Wands. It's also showing me the 3 of Swords in reverse. Something is going to heal when you advocate for yourself. And also do some kind of like give back work is going to just explode. A lot of good fortune for you, Mel Artista. And I feel like you already do that a little bit. I feel like you are somebody who like gives back in small ways. But you're going to do something and also advocate for yourself. And then there's like a ton of healing. I like the 3. You can buy, gosh, even if you get a 15-minute session, I would be really careful about buying July 18th through. I know I keep saying that. I think so, LaTanya. I think she should like write checks with her sass that she knows her humans will cash for her. I would be really like any client of mine, I am not advocating for them to buy between July 18th and because, and I've had friends do this, like they got something when Venus was in retrograde a couple of years ago, and it ended up being like the inspection was not great. The thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just for them to have like bare functionality, because there was something that somebody didn't catch. So during Venus in retrograde, things are going to look amazing and great, and you won't see the flaw, you won't see the problem until after the retrograde is over. which means you might invest in something that doesn't have the actual worth. So just please be careful with that. But yes, you can buy the summer being maybe before July 18th or just, between September 4th and 21st. Maybe you find it in August and purchase it. But I would not even get inspections done until September 4th. My humble astrological. Susie wants to pause the cat fight. Haha. I did get this for them, so you may be getting more. We have to move this down here though, because Sadie is not as steady. Annie would probably love that, but she would probably jump onto my head she's kind of an a-hole. We love her, but she really is. She's kind of an a-hole. But Nikki will, I'm sure, eventually be on one of them. There's 4. Let's see. Does your crush have a crush on you, Kate? And again, if I missed anyone, speak now or forever hold your peas. Does Kate's crush have a crush on Kate? Does Kate's crush have a crush on Kate? I gotta tell you, it just said no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. They can't make up their mind whether they have a crush on you or not. They go in and out. Does Kate's crush have a crush on her? It did it again. That time it said yes, no. And that means my pendulum goes from one direction, stopping, and going in a completely different direction within under 30 seconds. All right. Does Kate's crush have... I appreciate... Thank you for saying that, Gibbs. I also appreciate this community. You should have a thing that says Gibbs. Gibson. That's how I have you astrologically. Justice in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse, Kate. So when the Ace of Cups is on the table, it just means, well, I'm going to humbly and disrespectfully and respectfully disagree with you, Alien Woods. I don't actually think it's always a no. It's sometimes a not right now. And sometimes it's a not this lifetime. But if the Ace of Cups is on the board, it still means it's theirs, but not wanting to offer it. But we also have Strength in reverse and Justice in reverse. I would not wait for this person, but I would not they don't know whether to scratch their watch or whine their ass about how they feel. I feel like saying I hope that helps is like when a cop gives you a ticket and then tells you to have a nice day. I feel like I can't say that to you, Kate, but I really wanted to be helpful, even if the cards were like, we're not sure either, or the pendulum was like, he doesn't know. All right, kids, I have readings and the rest of my day. I'm going to try to do a pick a card and get it up for tomorrow. I'm sure my kids have other plans for me other than me going live on a Sunday tomorrow. And then please, 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 if you are at all interested in the class, it's going to just be like $2 so that people show up. I would like to do a support class for people who are going freelance in anything, and then how to use marketing, how to use like ChatGPT, like all this free apps and stuff that you can utilize Also for people who want to go into like using their gifts, but they can't fully like side hustle, all of that. Anything that supports what your true mission is, it's going to be like a support tools for your North Node class. That's what I should just call it. A little bit of everything, and who to follow, because certainly I don't know everything, but I follow smart people who do, so I can also pass those people along to you, so that you have continued guidance, because we all need that, no matter whether it's spiritual or business or social media stuff or technology. You're welcome for the transits. Happy birthday. All right, I love you all. I love you. Know you love you. All right, bye.